A reel with text in it has a higher chance of engagement, meaning will help you grow your channel. In this video, I'm going to show you your Instagram Reel text options, how to add and edit text within Instagram Reels, how to add captions, how to add creative text, and finally, make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to give you some tips for troubleshooting when text doesn't work in Instagram. To add text to a reel, you first need to film something so you can add text to it. So I'm just going to film my background for a couple seconds just so we have some video in the reel. Perfect. Okay, so now we can add text. First of all, let's talk about the menus. You're in the recording screen and you can record stuff if the menu is on the side like this. When you press the preview button, the menu is going to go to the top. This means that you can do controls that will affect the entire video. This is great for music, effects, captions, drawing, and text. Let's start with text. So to access text, you just go to the last option, which is the capital A and the little a. So hit that, and then it's going to allow you to start typing. So I'm just going to type, hi. There we go, just so we have some text that we can show. Now we can adjust this text. So if you look at the top, there is a menu that shows different functions of things that we can do to this text. So the first one is alignment. Let's click on that again. You can see I can change the alignment of the text. This is more handy if you have multiple lines. With one line, it's not as important. Let's see. There you go. So you can see with multiple lines, then the alignment changes. By just pushing down on the text and moving, you can move the text around. You can squeeze your fingers and make it smaller and bigger. Let's make this all into one line. I'm going to back this up. Okay, now you can see if I select it, at the side here, I'm going to have this bar. So what this does is it makes it smaller or bigger. What this also does, let's see, I'm YouTube video coach. So see, now I have it as 3 lines. What I can do with that sidebar is I can change how many lines my text is going to appear in. So say I want to split this into 2 lines. I don't have to settle for the size. I can always still pinch it and adjust it. When I'm moving the text around the screen, you can see the barriers. So you can see here and here, there's those yellow lines and there's a white line at the bottom and there's a line on top. That's just indicating parts of the screen that could be cut off if you're viewing it on a different phone or not in the Reels app. You can also see in the middle that blue line that shows me when I am centered both horizontally and vertically. So you can see that is in the center of the screen. Now, let's go back, click on that text so you can see more options. Up top, there's a color. So when you see the color, the options are actually here on the bottom. The color allows you to change the font. So you can see here, I can change the font. And if I press that color button, now I can change the color of it. So I have these preset colors that I can choose, or I can hold down my eyedropper and then select which color based on a color within my video that I want to do. This next one is what's going to add a background. So you can see I have it selected. I can change it to a darker background, or I can get rid of that background behind the text. Depending on how busy your shot is, you might want to add a background because then it allows the text to stand out more from the background. So let's change this to 1 line. There we go. So I'm going to click on that again. And then this third one, this is just animation. It's going to animate it in. I don't find that this is very helpful. I've never actually used this, but if you want to get creative with it, go ahead, try it. Now, say we want to adjust which parts of the video the text is going to appear in, then you just have to click on the text. So my text is going to appear down here at the bottom. You can see it's going to be blacked out until I hit it, then it's going to turn white. Once it turns white, that means that I'm adjusting that text. So now I'm going to have a bar with 2 white ends. These white ends allow me to adjust the duration of where that text will appear. So I can move the beginning indicator and the back and then I know it's only going to appear there. Next up, on the white text in the circle, you see a circle with 3 black dots. If you press that, you're gonna get text to speech. You got 2 options of voice, a masculine and a feminine voice, and then it's going to say that text out for you. And then finally, if you press that, you can delete it. So that's one way of deleting it. Another way of deleting your text is just by holding your text and then putting it down to this garbage can right there. And then your text is done. So let's start this over. Let's say I want to talk in this video and I want to add captions. So I want to add captions to this portion of the video. So you want to film yourself talking so that you can add captions to it. So I want to add captions to this video. You can also upload videos where you're talking that you can add captions to as well. So I'm just going to swipe up on my screen and I have a video here where I'm talking. I'm just going to include a little bit of that, add it, and now I'm going to go to preview. My menu's on top, and I'm just going to want to add captions to that entire thing. So to access captions, you're going to want to go to that smiley face up top. So you're going to click on that smiley face. You're going to have the captions options. Some people don't have the captions option. It arrives and it goes away. If you don't have it, you're going to want to watch my captions video. In it, I tell you a trick you can use to still be able to use your captions. So I'm going to select my captions and I'm just going to wait for it to transcribe. Once it transcribes, I do have some options. I have the text, how it writes on, options on the bottom, on the top, so I can have, when I press the color, I can have my colors change, so I can use I select the eyedropper, pick which color I want, and it's going to do it in that color. And then lastly, I have that background. So I suggest you add that background because by adding it, it's going to allow you to see the text more. It's going to stand out more. And say something's written in this, so it says I want to is 1 word instead of 2. So I'm just going to push on that caption. The background's going to become dark and my caption's going to stand out. Then I'm just going to push on it again. And then I'm going to have this here. This allows me to actually change all the text. So I can just press on my text, add a space. There we go. Let's add a space here. There we go. So I can change any of the words, and once I'm happy with that, I press done, and my video is ready to post. So now we're gonna do some creative text. I'm gonna record this again. And to add creative text, I'm gonna go to preview. There's a couple options. So first of all, if I click on the happy face, and if it's like a general expression or something, it might be here. So I'm gonna just search for what I want. I can have, let's say, happy birthday. I can choose one of these fonts. Some of them animate. I can put it wherever I want. I can also change the duration of when this is going to appear. So I just click on that there, and then I can change where it ends. If I click on those 3 dots, I can then delete it, or I can also drag it down. Now say I want to do some more interesting captions. I want to make it more fun. So I'm going to go over to Canva. In Canva, I want to go to a new design and I'm going to do a story. The reason I suggest choosing a story is because it's going to show you the dimensions and it's easy just to make the text so it looks good in the dimensions that you're going to use. So to add text, I just go to text. And then I can scroll down and there's all these like fun options of text. There we go, I like this one. And now I can change the colors. So I can click on one of the texts, I can go to color, change the color, change the other one as well. Perfect. Now to save it, you're not going to want to push the save down button because the save down button is just going to save it with the regular settings and it's not going to allow you to have a transparent background. So it's going to save it with the white background. Instead, I want the arrow going up. So I'm gonna press the arrow going out, and then I'm gonna select download. And the file type, I want a PNG. And then the thing to remember to select here is transparent background. So I'm gonna click on transparent background. I'm gonna download it. Here we go, it's already downloading onto my camera roll. Perfect. Now I'm going to go to my camera roll. I'm gonna access that photo, press send copy photo, and I'm gonna go back over to Instagram Reels, and it's gonna appear right there. So I can just click on that and you can see that text is right there. If you can't adjust it, so you see at the bottom, it doesn't appear at the bottom, I can't adjust it, I can just press that text button and then done, and then it's going to appear at the bottom there. Another way to, if it doesn't, you don't see it when you transfer it, you can also go copy photo and then go back over here, and say it didn't paste over there, you just press the text icon, hold it down, press paste, and it will paste for you. And now it's appeared here at the bottom, and I can adjust where it's gonna appear right there. When it comes to text, Instagram can get really annoying. There's a few problems that occur, and most of them have to do with posting the reel. So as you're editing it, it's all fine, but then when you go to post it, then it doesn't really post correctly. So a good way to avoid that is just to save the reel with the text as you want it. So let's say we saved that. Let's get out of here, start again, and now I'm gonna swipe up and then add that saved reel with the text as I wanted it, and then I know that it's not going to change that text when I upload it. If you want to learn more about how to add captions to your reels, check out this video where I show you how to quickly add captions to your reels. I hope you have an amazing day, and until next time, peace!